Hello, witches, stargazers, and weather watchers. Today, I am starting a new series. Well, my first series. Um, today, I'm just looking at my notes. I'm going to call it Witchcraft 000/101. I say 000 because the next couple, like this video and like the next one or couple of them, are going to be even before you start practicing witchcraft. Um, and I'm going to try and stop uh, playing with my face and stuff because I watched my recent videos and I've been messing with my face, scratching it and stuff. So I'm going to stop. Well, I'm going to try to stop as much as possible. But for this series, this is going to act like how I would write my own book on witchcraft. Um, so these would be a part of my book if I were to write a book. So the very first video, which is today's video, is about religious trauma. Now, I haven't seen a lot of witches talk about this before you enter the craft. So, I think a lot, like you hear a lot of how you, like the bare minimum of the basics, I should say, of starting into witchcraft, which is 101. But I think there are some things that you need to know and learn before you start. So, one of the very first things is, some people mention, is starting in Wicca, which I don't necessarily think a new beginner should come into Wicca, because the majority of people in America and other Abrahamic religion prominent countries have religious trauma if they get out of the religion and want to practice witchcraft. Now, there's a difference between witchcraft and Wicca, and that'll be one of my Witchcraft 101 series of videos. So, I don't think it's Sorry, there's some lizards outside. I don't think that getting out of religion and going into another religion that's based on witchcraft is a good idea, because you haven't dealt with your religious trauma, which I believe the majority of witches have and still have issues with, which I kind of still need to work on my religious trauma, even though I wasn't raised in a super household that was super based on religion, but it's still there. Like, I live in a country, the U.S., that's definitely prominent of Christianity, so there's still some sort of trauma there. So I have my notes down here, and I have some journal prompts as well, and to help you with your religious trauma. So religious trauma occurs when an individual struggles with leaving a religion or a set of beliefs that has led to their indoctrination. And it's actually a syndrome. So it's religious trauma syndrome. And the symptoms are deals with all aspects, usually, of your life. So your thinking, confusing thoughts, like black and white thinking, right versus wrong thinking, inability to trust yourself, always seeking clarity, and there's more to that, but I'm just giving you some information so you can do your own research. Feeling, depression, anxiety, grief, self-loathing, fear, poor self-esteem. Sorry if you heard my mom. Relating, isolation, relationship challenges, sexual difficulties, awkward behavior, and more. Cultural, inability to find meaning and purpose in the secular world. Examples of religious trauma. Spiritual abuse occurs when a religious leader or leaders or religious system tries to control, manipulate, and degrade you. Emotional abuse, being told you are sinful and going to hell, not feeling free to leave your faith. And there's also religious trauma therapy that you can go through as well. And you can also try some shadow work, but I would recommend that you do that with a therapist to start off. And so my journaling prompts are, I believe that you should actually write this down instead of just thinking about it, because you can like come back to it and stuff and like reflect on it and whatnot, and just get out of your head. How do I feel about the term religious trauma? How do I feel about the word witch? How will I feel / react when people condemn me? Because, people still condemn us for being witches. And say that we worship Satan and stuff, which is going to be in another video, which I believe is going to be my next video in this series. When I think of the word magic, what comes to mind? When I hear the word pray, what are some of my feelings and thoughts? How do I feel about the term devil, God, spirits, demons, and angels? When I hear the word religion, what do I think and feel? So that's all my journaling prompts that I have come up with today, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video. Bye.